it's like when you have other men come and do that, it's like a slap on the back, a slap on the butt or whatever. And I was like, you did a good job. And it's like that makes you stand up like,
Yeah.
hey, yeah, you know,
I did that.
yeah, yeah. And it's not that we're looking for it. And some people are looking for it because they're starving.
Mhm.
We don't get told that. Men do not get reaffirmed. Men do not get their flowers.
That's true.
That's why the gym space is so sacred. You can go, and I laugh about this every time. I laugh about this every time, right? The gym is the only place that I know of that is acceptable for when you see a man and he's in the mirror and he just drops his pants and takes his shirts off and all the guys come around and they say yes and they just like it's like I'm talking about they strip down and then they pull, not only do they strip down, they pull the shorts all the way up so you can see
Yep.
the indentations and like
Yep.
you barely see the next generation, right? You know, and I'm talking about, and then they come up and then you come turn around and you see the glute dimples showing this,
Yes. Yes.
and they're like, let's go. I'm like, only at
Yeah.
the gym.
You
Only
can't do that anywhere
you
else
cannot, I mean,
at all.
unless you at the one of them clubs.
That's another topic.
That's another topic. But so it's like that is the ultimate I see you.
Mm,
And honestly, that's all men ever want is do you see me?
mhm.
That is respect.
That's heavy. That's heavy.
I need a moment. Just give me a moment.
Yeah.
If you women hear me, I know men probably felt that too. If you don't hear anything else from this episode, a man just wants to be seen. That is the highest level of respect
Mhm.
that you can give him.
Mm.
That's what men really want is that respect. We are not a broken project for you to fix. We are not some ideology for you to bring us into a potential of arrival.
Mm.
We don't need the solutions that you have to offer. That doesn't mean that they're not warranted or that they're not wanted. We are not broken. We are here. We are enough as is, even if we don't know it. All we are asking is for you to witness us
Mm.
and be a participant in our journey of either undoing or becoming. That is the biggest respect flex that you can give.
You said a mouthful there. That was a mouthful. A
because
mouthful. But
because
it's so true.
they won't necessarily say it. We'll say it to each other. With matter of fact, we don't have to say it to each
I
other.
come from a two-parent household. I never saw my mother nag my father, ever. Now, whether she did it when I was around, I don't know. But when I was around, I didn't see her pester him like that.
Mm,
So I'm not going to nag you because I know what that must feel like.
mm.
And it's like the constant poking and prodding and just why aren't you paying attention to me? How come you're feeling like this? Why aren't you talking? Why are you coming in with attitude? All that. Nobody wants to hear that,
Mm, mm.
especially a man after being at work all day, dealing with whatever place of employment that he has. Is tough.
Yeah,
It's tough.
especially if he is a high performing man.
Precisely. You don't want
Like,
to come home to stress. There's a lyric that it's in one of Neo songs, and he says, "I'm just looking for a woman to make it easy for me to take it easy." When I heard that, I'm like, that's it. That's it.
mm,
That's what I'm gonna do. because I don't want to be anybody's burden. I
Mm,
don't want to be anybody's, oh, I gotta go home. You know,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
no, I want you to want to come home.
Yeah.
I want you to want to see me because I give you the space in order for you to be yourself, in order for you to feel whatever feel that you need to have to get that off of you in order to get going the next day to deal with something else, you
Mm-hmm.
know? But I just, I've never even understood my friends that nag their men. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to get in your business or anything, but that's not progressive.
I mean, well, it's just like to honestly, if you're asking like, how we perceive that, that's just another form of manipulation.
It is.
It's just
It
it's
is.
just another form of manipulation, right? It's like when a woman uses her femininity to manipulate, it is the most unattractive thing.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Or the withholding of certain things. Or I'm not gonna do this, or I'm not gonna make you dinner, or I'm not gonna come home because you didn't make me feel such and such and so and so.
Y'all, let me explain something to you. Withholding from a man that's a man don't mean a damn thing.
It doesn't matter. It don't.
Because if he can, if this man is a high performing man and he's secure within himself and he is out here and very right? Entrepreneurial, and he is operating not in mediocrity and he's operating in what would be considered above average excellence and fluency,
Mhm.
he's going to find what he needs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you withholding,
Absolutely.
you're just telling him that you are not the space for his safety.
And that's it. And that's it.
So you can don't play games with a man, a real man. Do not play that game of chess
Mhm.
because he is already at a checkmate. He's just going through the motions with you.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't.
It's the truth, though. It's
Yeah,
the truth.
we're not stupid. We're not blind. Because it's like a real man has already clocked that.
Exactly.
He has already clocked that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the same thing with a real woman. It's
Mm-hmm.
like we have already clocked that. So you may think, oh, it's like,
No.
no, he just want to make sure before he just want to make sure before he makes his next move or what it is that he's about to do. And because he doesn't want to assume. But he's
Mhm.
like, no, I already know, but I just want to double check. Give
That's like
space.
women with that gut feeling,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that women's intuition where you already know something is up or
Mm-hmm.
something
Mm-hmm.
is off. Same thing. I will lend you the rope to hang yourself,
Just so that I don't have to do it.
just so I don't have to do it.
Because you ain't gonna blame me.
'Cause for what? Like,
I'm gathering all the information, all the evidence, so that when we have this conversation, I'm not going to make you feel like crap. I'm not going to devalue you. I'm not going to dishonor you.
no, I'm not
I'm
gonna
going to
call
just
you out your name, anything like that.
just going to lay
Nothing
it
like
out there and say, hey, this is it. And this is why I'm making this decision.
and this is why I'm leaving. At the end of the day, all you have is yourself.
Hmm.
I'm not one to stay in a situation where I'm feeling devalued, where I'm feeling disrespected, where I'm feeling unseen. Absolutely not.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Hmm. This
I'm
is
gonna leave it there by yourself.
it's her turn to ask, right?
Okay.
Okay, so this is for you, and this is something just for the listeners to note, right? It's like, why do men go quiet when they're hurting,
Hmm.
right? So it's like it's your turn to ask. Is that a question you want to ask that you may not
I
have?
mean, I'm in a different space. I understand that.
He said, "No, I got it." After
I
just talking with
get
you, like I'm already there.
it. I'm trying to think if there's anything about men that I'm just like, what's wrong with y'all? Not like that, but
Well, because it's like, okay, let me put it this way. Okay, it doesn't have to be Sunday Marie.
mm,
It doesn't have to be polished, pristine. because it's like oftentimes people like I have the space to ask, but I want to ask this or say this, but I don't quite know how to, or whatever the case would be. I've had people come to me, they want to talk about something and they just don't know how to formulate it. And like, is this okay for me to ask it? Can I really say this? It's like,
Mhm.
yes, all the yeses, all the yeses. So it's like you don't have to filter what you want to ask because this is a safe space. That's why this space exists, right? I'm holding the space that most people would run from. And it's like it's not gonna be taken the wrong way because I know it's sincere. And you're like, I really would like to know this. Like, even if it's simple, it doesn't have to be profound, it doesn't have to be grandiose.
Okay, so how do men deal with insecurity?
They
Because
don't.
I don't.
No, but this is what I mean by it. If a man is insecure
Hmm.
and it's you can see it's being demonstrated.
Hmm.
If the insecurity, and this listen everybody, and man, I'm sorry if this is you, hopefully this will help you to understand something. When a man is insecure and is demonstrated through actions, he's not dealing with it.
Hmm.
It's on display.
Hmm.
If a man is dealing with his insecurities, he's open about it. You can
Hmm.
see the effort, you can see the work, you can see the tension, the struggle of, okay, it happens, and he's like he's making the effort to face it and to really overcome that. He's
Hmm.
not necessarily quiet about it, but he may be quiet to himself about it. And you see this entering, exiting of going into the work, coming out, and you see every time it's like you see him making the efforts and it's like this push and pull, but he's not closing off and he's not doing all this bravado. You don't see these coping mechanisms or these distractions and this smoke and mirrors because he's actually facing it.
Hmm.
And it's like, it's like, okay, and they can talk about it. It might not be the most comfortable conversation. You might see some body language that say it, but they are having the conversation. They are bringing it forward, right? And they're not embarrassed.
Hmm.
When a man becomes aware of insecurities and he's facing it willingly, he's not embarrassed. He's working through what might be shameful. He's working through what might cause him to feel less than.
Hmm.
He's working through the fact that people might see this as a devaluing, but I have to know that I'm still enough. You will see that happening. So now that I've called it out, you can go back through the relationships and people that you've seen as like, he was working through that.
Yeah,
As opposed to, no, that sucker wasn't working through. He was
he was stuck on stupid.
right, right. Now you can see it, and so now you can extend grace, not pity, right? Extend grace. Don't pity. Do not pity a man. Do not do that. We're not looking for your pity or your sympathy, or in the case of the empathy, right? Because it's like women, you can't empathize with us. You're not a man. As much as you want to empathize with the man, you are not a man. We carry, I'm not trying to take away from all. I know people have this movement going on right now, but a woman will never be able to produce seed.
No, we weren't designed that way.
They will never be able to carry it, just like a man will never be able to produce eggs
Hmm.
or ovaries,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? Say whatever you want, identify however you want. Your body will tell you all the time, that's fine. But my DNA says this.
Exactly.
And that is a solid truth until man finds a way to counteract what God did. And I'm not trying to poke at anything, but it's like I carry seed, which means that I carry thousands of generations with me daily. I carry the weight of knowing that.
Mhm.
My whole every action I do, every decision I do impacts that because I literally carry legacy. just like women carry the receding ground for that legacy.
Mhm.
And I'm not trying to take anything away from people, but I'm not going to act like that's not a reality either. I'm going to match, I'm going to match the honoring and the valuing with my own,
Mhm.
right? So the best thing you can do is say, I'm not going to devalue this for you. I can't even begin to imagine what it's like for you because I'm not you.
Mhm.
That is honoring him where he is without dishonoring you where you are.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean you have to accept what's going on. It just means that you're seeing and giving him the space and you're holding space for him to be undone or become. That doesn't mean you have to accept, it doesn't mean you have to agree or go along with it. You can still hold your presence and still make your decisions and stand without castrating him in the process,
Absolutely.
right? When you have these men that are dealing with these things, it's like give them the grace. Don't pity, because we're not broken, we're becoming.
Mhm. You're working. You're literally a work in progress. And the fact that you're putting forth the effort to get to, or you're going on the journey to get to what you want to be, that's the important part. The fact that you're actually taking the time and taking the journey in order to get there, as
Mhm,
opposed to
mhm.
just sitting still.
The ones who are. There are some who ain't.
Well, and then there's that.
Yes. I'm not, look, if look, I have to call it what it is, right? It's
Call
like
a spade a spade.
I'm right. It's like, if we paying bid whist, call your trunk. Okay, so you asked how do men deal with insecurities? Did I answer your
You
question?
did. You
Okay.
did.
Do
You
you
did.
have another one?
Can I ask you a personal question?
I thought you was being, I thought you
I
was
mean,
being
the other one was kind
personal.
of overall. Like,
Oh, okay. All right, sure. Okay, I'm an open book.
when you are pursuing a woman,
Mm,
what is the first thing that you notice?
I don't pursue. Society has this whole cat and mouse thing going on. Like
I
the
get
whole man is supposed to chase the woman. Why would I need to chase? Why, if she wants to be found, why is she running? I mean, yes, I don't skip leg day. That don't mean I'm trying to run a marathon. It's like, oh, I just like the thrill of the chase. Well, then go commit a
no,
crime and let the police find you.
that part because well,
It's like I ain't got time to be chasing. Like
right,
I'm wasting time chasing after you when I could be building an empire. Like I don't have time for that.
right.
A real man will not chase you. And that's when I am interested in a woman, okay, I am very clear. I leave no room for confusion. I leave no room for misinterpretation.
Hmm.
I will tell you what my interests are up front. I will tell you my short-term and long-term goals and why I'm even talking to you in this manner. By the time I'm done talking with you in that first conversation, you're not going to have to guess whether I'm interested or what I'm looking for or what it is I'm hoping to achieve. You're going to know because I'm going to tell you. So then it's like, what did he mean? Exactly what I said. That's me. You do realize that most people don't do that.
They
Because
don't.
I don't have time to play
We
those games.
don't. We don't. And I was literally just gonna say, I wish that there were more men out there like you that literally set the playing field. This is what I like. This is the direction that I'm going. This is where I see us, and this is you can either accept or deny. And it kind of takes me back to, you know how when you were kids,
Mm,
do you like me? Yes or no?
that's exactly me. And it's
That's all there is.
and let me and let me clarify for I can kind of hear the comments now. Go ahead, drop your comments in there, men and women. Go ahead and say that, right? I'm very number one, I'm very secure in who I am. I know who I am, right? Yes, I may be here and may come up as a little messy or stuff like that, but I'm definitely a child of God. I have that relationship, and you can't convince me otherwise. I don't care. Pastor, preacher, apostle, prophet, don't care,
Mm.
right? I know. Number two is that, yes, I haven't fully arrived. I'm going to keep arriving because I'm on a journey, not a bus stop, right? Number two is that I know what I'm building because I know what God gave me to steward. And I'm
Mm.
not laying down that stewardship to accommodate you. You have to come into it, and I have to come into what you have. That's why you must know your and hold your own presence with mine. The two becomes one, two wholes, not two halves, right? I'm showing up whole. I don't need half of you. I need all of you. I want all of you. I'm not
Mhm.
trying to come and fix you and put you together. That happens when we come and work and build and co-create after we become one, right? Then the two becomes one. All of what God gave me and all of what God gave you becomes one and becomes one of what all God put in the earth.
Listen,
I,
if y'all don't hear the confidence in this man's voice of what he is speaking, because this is so incredibly real. And I just wish more people understood that.
and this is me every day. I'm not just saying this for the sake of I'm
Listen, I know
consistent.
you.
Because you
Mhm,
asked me if I'm interested in a woman. It's like I'm looking to build legacy.
mhm.
I'm not out here to play games and just and to date and to see and to test the playing field. It's like, no, what I have is sacred, right? And what I offer is pure and sacred. I'm not wasteful. I don't just, oh, let's, no, no. I will keep myself until I find the one. And that's what I've been doing,
And that's
right?
what you're supposed to do,
Yeah.
ultimately.
I'm not gonna make you feel bad at all because you carry the same image and likeness of God that I do, and I'm not going to disrespect you because that's disrespecting Him. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to treat you with the same intrinsic value that you have because you are worthy of that and deserving. But you're also worthy of the truth and deserving. You're also worthy of that type of love and deserving, and so am I.
Yes,
That's what I mean by equity, leading in equity. I'm not going to see you as less than when I'm trying to have you be with me.
right.
And that's how I'm going to treat you. That's how I try and treat everybody. Or if I'm interested in a woman for courtship, because I don't do this whole dating thing. It's like I don't throw myself into that field unless I'm sure that I would like to get to know this woman past a cup of coffee,
Mhm.
right? And it's like, well, you don't really know her until you get around. Like, I don't need to know. It's like they said, know them by the spirit, not by the flesh, right? Not by the appearance. It's like I can look at you. It's like, okay, but if I'm really in tune with my father, he says, hey, and I'm like, oh, let
Mhm.
me let me focus in here because
And
it's
he will
like,
let you know.
yes,
He will let you know
because
what
this
is
is
for you
real.
and not.
Yeah, because for me, it's real. It's not a Sunday service at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock service, two service in the show. You go home and do what you want to do the rest of the week. No, that's not me. That's not me at all. Like I show up fully in my wholeness, whether it's
Mhm.
clean, polished, messy, whatever.
Mhm.
Okay. I've learned that I don't have to be all put together and cleaned up because if there's something that needs to be addressed, my father will address that. God will get me together because I
Every
want to
time.
be, right?
Every time. Whether you
I
ask for it
want to
or
be. I
not.
want to be snatched and sat down and say, "Get your together."
Look,
It's like,
sit down.
yes, 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 Daddy, yes, right, yes, God, because it's like, no, I'm surrendered to, and I have leadership that I'm surrendered to, and I am surrendered to the Holy Spirit as well. I'm not about to back that down because you makes you uncomfortable. A lot of times, a lot of my friends, my male friends, don't quite understand that. It's like I'm not about finding because on this journey, it will be discovered. Because if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, the pattern that I've seen biblically is that God will present.
That's the word.
I trust that with every fiber of my being. That's why I can do what I do confidently. Now, I have not always been here. I have not always arrived there. When I was younger, I acted in a desperation because it's like for me, I needed to prove something.
Mm.
And I can own that. That was my immaturity at place, right? That was my insecurity on display. Let me show you what I can be. Let me show you the greatness. Let me show you all these different things. I was literally out there prostituting my presence out because I wanted to be known and I wanted to be accepted,
Mhm.
right? I have this saying now that I'm not here to confirm, clarify, or deny. I am who I am. What you see is what you get.